Okay, I think that is it. I'm going to make one more request. If you know someone who wants to run fast, if you could, share this. Sometimes we've got to pivot, everyone, in life and on YouTube. That is what happened today. How you doing out there? Thanks for tuning in again. We're back in the studio. So I've done a lot of interviews in the last week, as I keep talking about. I know I keep teasing all of that. Actually, I'm posting a lot of them now definitely on Twitter, on Facebook as well, Instagram to a certain extent. So those are a couple places. And eventually, again, I'll post them on DeMoorGlobalRunning.com. But almost every single interview has asked me about how do I upload to YouTube every single day, because they just don't understand the process and how I have figured out how to do it. Well, as I answer that question, what I always say is consistency over perfection, or consistency over quality, okay? 5 years ago, when I decided to start YouTube, I decided to take the consistency route over the perfection or the high quality route with respect to the video production, the actual filming or the editing or what have you. And I'm really glad that I took that path, and I'm realizing now, and I always keep saying this, know thyself. I know why I'm a long distance runner. Consistency always wins over the one perfect workout, the one perfect time trial, the one perfect long run. Rather than a 99% perfect long run, I would rather take 10 long runs at 80% perfection, okay? It's piling up, stacking up over and over and over again over the long haul, all of these training runs that are not all going to be perfect. Just like here on YouTube, not all the vlogs are perfect. Like today's, frankly. I actually had a game plan ahead of time for today's vlog, but guess what? I ran out of time to make it happen based on some other life commitments that happened this morning, okay? So I had to pivot to, yes, this topic, which I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. But anyway, just wanted to throw out there a little insight that some vlogs like this one are easy to make. The Finger Lakes coffee. I think it was Alexandra, you sent the Finger Lakes coffee grounds. Thank you so much. Hold on here. That's easy, huh? Talking here in the studio. Compared to this one is a hard vlog to make.
Show me if the season is ending, if this heart should surrender, throw this curse in the sea. If bravery was the moment you saved me, was a hope if not maybe, you have done it again. If I fail, cast me down like a snake.
So there you have it, running up a mountain in the snow, then driving to Leadville, Colorado. It just like that was a very challenging vlog to make, and that was just a little piece of it. So we're going to talk about, yes, the half marathon race in April here in a minute, but first, question of the day. Are you part of a running group, a running club, or a running team? Okay, that's the first part. Second part, how does being part of that team, group, club impact your training, your running? All right, you can take it any direction you want from there. Now, this topic has been on my radar actually for a long time, but I was kind of pushed over on my run today based on an audiobook. Yes, yesterday I gave a shout out to Parker. Today I'm giving a shout out to the Running Otaku, who has his own YouTube channel, and I think it was Twitter, he let me know about a new book that is titled Out of Thin Air. And I'm only in chapter 1. I started it today, audiobook, not real book, audiobook on my run today. And it's a book about the running and training, I'll just say methodologies and overall experience in Ethiopia, okay? So far it's a really great book, Out of Thin Air. And chapter 1 is already diving into this idea of running in a group versus running solo. And in Ethiopia, at least based on chapter 1, it's actually kind of looked down upon to a certain extent to run alone, to run solo. Like most often more often than not, you're running in a group. You're creating this synergy with other runners around you, and connected to the title of the vlog, which I'm going to share a story here in a minute about Mark Wetmore and synergy. So far, thank you, Running Otaku, for giving me this recommendation, and it really kind of spurred me onto this notion of being part of a group, a club, a team, which of course connects to the half marathon race in April, okay, and connects to my half marathon PR in Naples, Florida. I don't know what I would have ran. Remember, before, I said it many times, before Naples Half Marathon, I said I want to make sure I find a race where I am not in the lead, where I am chasing other guys, where other guys are pushing me and pulling me down the road to, yes, a half marathon PR at the very least. And sure enough, we did it. And I'm going to actually try and find those guys' names and put them on the screen. Let's say the top 5 or 6 guys. I got to give them another shout out for sharing the lead, for inspiring me in the race to push myself. And I can't wait, hopefully, to race some of those guys again in other races down the road. Okay, so it's amazing, and you experience this as well in your racing. It is amazing what happens, and this is why we're all yearning to get back to our own starting lines in person, not virtual. Talk about virtual here in a second as well, and it's going to happen. I do believe it's going to happen in 2021. A little more patience. There are some races happening, but I think full on, actually, I just heard crazy, #road trip. I heard that the Chicago Marathon is October 10th and the Boston Marathon is gonna be, if all things pan out, October 11th, back to back. I'm just thinking we dial a major trip to come meet all of you in person. Hopefully, again, everything is under control with the pandemic by then. So October 10th and 11th, Chicago, Boston, watch out. Anyway, we all yearn to run in a group, run in a pack, find our pacing, and inspire each other to chase down goals and dreams. Okay, real quick, the question came up yesterday in Parker's interview that I got to share again about Mark Wetmore. And it's my favorite story that he shared with our team when I was there at the University of Colorado, well over 10 years ago at this point, racing at midnight and creating that team chemistry, that group chemistry, that synergy, that brotherhood of going to battle together in training and eventually on race day. So he basically shares the story of in high school, racing at midnight, meaning kids back in, let's say, the 60s and 70s roughly, would go race their cars at midnight, muscle cars. I don't even know what I'll just throw out like a Grand Am, or I don't know, a Mustang, or a Camaro or something like that, where some of the kids in high school, would build their cars in their parents' garage from the ground up. Find the parts, work a side job to go buy more parts to boost the engine, tinker with the engine, work on the weekends on the car, really put in the blood, sweat, and tears to build their own car. And then some of the kids, their parents would take them down to the local dealership and buy a Corvette for the kid. And the kid with a Corvette and the kid with a Camaro would both show up at midnight on the weekends and race, and maybe the Corvette would win, but nobody respected the kid who showed up with a Corvette. Why? Because he didn't put in the work. He didn't put in the blood, sweat, and tears to build his own car, his own team from the ground up. And that's what Mark really emphasized at the University of Colorado. At least that's the story when I was there, like building his team from the grassroots. And that's probably one of the reasons why he let a 16:27 5K kid from Buena Vista, Colorado, even attempt to run with the Buffalo. Like, I was not that fast, but I worked, and I worked, and I worked alone for a year, and sure enough was able to walk on my sophomore year. I love that story, and it's about the synergy of working with other people around you, and there's a beauty to that. So here we go, and this is a little bit, I don't want to use the word selfish, but like, I want to basically I want to work with you guys, meaning, and sorry ladies, like ladies, you too, down in the comments, but I want to chase down goals in 2021. But I want to do it with other runners out there who might come across this vlog and watch this video. So here's the deal. I ran 65 minutes in Naples. I wanted to run low 64s, okay? And anywhere in the 64s would be amazing. 104 for the half. So therefore, I'm putting the word out right now to everybody watching, like right now, I have on my list for April half marathons, the Glass City Half Marathon in Toledo, Ohio, Eugene Half in Oregon, Capital City in Columbus, Ohio, Austin Half Marathon, and obviously in Texas, the Helderberg to Hudson in Albany, New York, and the Bayside Half Marathon in Key Biscayne, Florida. Now, here we go. I'm looking to get a group of guys and ladies, maybe there's a group of ladies that want to run 112 or 113 or 114. I'm not sure what the time would be, but a fast time. You can use the comments down below as well to find that pack, that group, that synergy with other runners who you want to inspire, and hopefully they inspire you as well on the starting line. So here's the deal. Right now, let me know in the comments or email me, reach out on Twitter, on Instagram, if you are looking to run a spring half marathon in the 104s or 105s. Yeah, 106s as well, okay? And we'll get you in the 105s, we'll pull everybody along. I think right now the best option for late April, and the reason I'm choosing late April is because it's not too hot yet. May, it's starting to get hot around the United States. So late April, and then also for me in the case of Zagama, hopefully in racing in early June. So that's why I'm really targeting late April, which all these races are falling in that April. I think all of them are April 24th or 25th. So right now, I'm gonna say Glass City is number one option. And if you're interested, if you live in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, anywhere in that area, and you want to run 64, 65, who knows, 63, 66, anywhere in that range, again, let's communicate down in the comments and also on all the social media and see if we can get a group of guys together to work together to chase down these goals, okay? And who knows, last Olympic trials, 64 sub 64 got you into the Olympic trials. Now I know the window isn't open yet, but if you can do it early and get that confidence for the next round of U.S. Olympic trials, that would be amazing. So dipping under the 64s. Now I will say Glass City does have 250 feet of elevation gain. I believe, yeah, right about 250 feet. So it's not flat, but that's not too bad either. That's why I'm leaning toward Glass City, and there's some other guys who I'm in communication with right now, you know who you are, that are also targeting that time range of 64, 65, 66. And I'd say second probably would be maybe the Austin half or the Eugene half. I'm not exactly sure. So, okay, I think that is it. I'm going to make one more request. If you know someone who wants to run fast, if you could, share this vlog with them, and then maybe they will reach out to me. And then again, we can get this pack of runners going at one of these races. I'm not saying it's going to be Glass City, but one of these races. That would be amazing. All right, you guys rock. Again, keep working. The races are coming back with just a little more patience. And a shout out, as always, to the race directors. You've probably just been through the most difficult, I hope it's going to be the most difficult year of your career, being a race director, or where you're directing one race a year or many races a year. Huge shout out to you, because this has been really challenging, and probably, I'm just going to say, a huge financial hit to you with respect to not as many in-person races. So we are here, I just want to send my support to the RDs out there. We're behind you. We're excited to return to your starting lines. Hopefully, as soon as possible, keeping everybody as safe as possible. Of course, we just have to monitor that, but as soon as possible in 2021. Okay, again, easy vlog. Oh gosh, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it tomorrow. All right, we'll toss it to the. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I'll pick something. I'm thinking about other things right now. So, whoo! All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.